Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Raphael and I'm here to review season 4 of Elite that just dropped. And I must confess that I binge watched the entire season in one afternoon. Does it live up to the hype of season 1, 2, and 3? I'm not sure. What do y'all think? But we started off this whole thing with a mystery, just like every other season. Guzman is being interrogated, of course, by a cop, and I was just hoping that it was the cop from the previous season, that woman that always looks annoyed because she doesn't know what she's doing and she wants to go take a nap. And they're questioning and grilling Guzman on what happened, what did you do, what is going on. I see these text messages, so we're all trying to figure out, what exactly is the problem here? And then we see a floating body just floating in the middle of the river or a lake. And I'm wondering, oh my, did Guzman kill somebody? I mean, I know they always play it out to be one thing and then they throw it off completely at the end and they make it look like something completely different. But even though it started off with suspense and tension with that whole mystery right there in the interrogation, I kind of don't like that they went back to the roots of, oh, another dead person. Let's find out who killed this person this time. It's almost as if, can we get a different idea? Can we get a different storyline or a different thing for this season? Why do we have to continue doing this over and over and over every season? Is season 5 also gonna have another murder mystery trying to figure out what happened? I'm sure that they're gonna try to figure out what happened to Armando's body. But it's just getting kind of overplayed. We get it, we have seen this. How many more times can high schoolers really get away with murder and kill somebody and try to be interrogated by the cops? At one point, just take them all to jail. They just continue to recycle the same, oh, murder mystery, murder mystery. Yes, it's exciting to watch. It is, I'm not gonna lie, but it was just, okay, we've seen this before. What else do y'all have? Y'all are not gonna continue to make this show fresher and fresher if you're just gonna continue recycling storylines. And we get introduced to the new characters right away because Benjamin is a new principal, which I'm not sure why he's replacing Anders' mom, and he's becoming the new principal, and he's bringing his 3 children, which is Ari, Mencia, and Patrick. And all 3 of them have like spicy different personalities to themselves. And just by seeing Ari's silhouette for the first time, you see that she's the person that's in the lake drowning at the very beginning of the season. And then of course we have some of the old cast coming back and reprising their roles. But what I didn't like is how they mixed both together, that, oh, they had to be their love interest. Oh, we had 3 new students. Oh, let's all fall in love with them. Seriously, out of a school of how many students? And we just so happened to fall in love with the principal's children. It felt so forced in a way and no type of chemistry or build-up. It was just almost as if, oh, here's a new character. You're supposed to fall in love with them. Oh, here's another new character. You're supposed to have sex with them. The whole Guzman and Samuel rivalry for Ari's affection is almost similar to how season 1 was, with Samuel and his own brother competing for Marina's love. So it was almost as if that was another recycled storyline, but just spread out a little bit more. They completely ruined Guzman's arc and character of this whole show, where he was doing so well with Nadia and he was developing more and more and more into his character, and then they brought him right back to being a jealous asshole from the very beginning. And then we have Mencia, which she's a very interesting character. I really do think that she stole the show for me. I loved seeing her every time she was on camera. She was just a breath of fresh air, and especially being with Rebecca, which is also another favorite character of mine. Both of them mesh well, but their relationship kind of seemed forced at the beginning too. Like, oh, let me just sit next to you, and oh, you just so happen to like each other. Let's go eat each other out. I just really connect to her character. I thought she was so cool and so rebellious. She was very pretty. Not a lot of people could probably pull off that haircut that she has, but I love how she looked and her aesthetic. And then we have Patrick, the new gay character, who also comes in between Ander and Omar. And honestly, this season really opened my eyes up to how toxic Ander specifically is. I mean, their relationship was kind of cute at first, and I didn't really see any type of toxicness or any type of worry in their relationship previously, but this relationship really opened my eyes that Ander, I'm sorry, as much as I love you and I'm a big fan of you and everything, but yeah, you're trash. You're a fuckboy. You are no good. The minute that your relationship is going well and now you see an attractive guy in your class, you want to go and screw them and go to bed with them and open your relationship? For what? Just because he arouses you, you want to risk it all for your relationship. And that's another aspect I did not like that they were playing with those whole gay stereotypes of, oh, gays only fuck each other 24/7 and they can't stay in committed relationship without trying to open it because they want to get their rocks off with somebody else, the next best thing. And that's exactly how this played out. Why can't y'all just leave Ander and Omar to be together and call it quits and just leave it like that? But no, y'all have to keep adding more things and more things to separate them more and more. Last season, it was the new character that Omar kind of have an affair with. And now this time, they want to open their relationship up to this stranger they just met just because he's attractive. And they want 5 minutes of action with them. And it just goes to show that Omar and Ander's relationship was really just based off on Ander feeling like he owes something to Omar for being there with him when he had leukemia. And yeah, at some point I get it that you're with somebody for guilt and you don't want to let go of them, because how can you let go of them? Because they've been with you through your hardest moments. But yeah, Ander just felt like he was stopping him, and I don't know, I do think that Patrick really opened their relationship up in more ways than other, but opened up their eyes to as if, yeah, we love each other, but I don't think we're really meant for each other, because I'm over here. I keep looking at our relationship for what it was with the whole leukemia battle, and our relationship is still stuck at that instead of developing more to what it is now. And then we also get another new character. His name is Philip, or Prince Philip, and he speaks French too. And he is rich. He's almost a celebrity in the country because everybody keeps taking pictures of him. He keeps walking around with security. He has like money on top of money. And then of course, Cayetana just so happened to be his love interest. Of course, the most poorest character in the series falls in love with the most richest one on the show. I saw that a lot of people were not a fan of Ari's new character, that, oh, Lou and Carla will eat her up and she doesn't even compare. She's trying too hard to beat Lou. And yeah, I get it that she has this bitchy attitude to her, but I do love her character. I love her haircut as well. And the fashions were really good too. I think that the fans should just kind of let go of Carla, Nadia, and Lou, and Valerio, and everybody, and just let them go and just kind of try to move on with the new characters, because if you compare apples to oranges, you're not gonna get grapes. Is it me, or this season had a lot of sex? Like, it was just as if, oh, good morning, you wanna fuck? Oh, good afternoon, you wanna fuck? Oh, you wanna do this? You wanna do this? Let's do it naked. They were fucking like rabbits here. They were just having sex. What kind of school do y'all have that y'all could just suck penis in the middle of a shower during break time of class? And Rebecca and Mencia sex scene, whoo, with the chocolate, I was just, oh my, chocolate? Interesting. And then we had Patrick, Omar, and Ander in the shower, and that was on a whole different level. I'm like, oh my God, do I need to open a window? Do I need to get a fan? Let me go take a cold shower. I felt like I was in there violated. And then we had that one scene with Ari when she was getting screwed by Guzman, and then she flipped over, and then it was Samuel, and then she flipped over again, and then she went back to Guzman. I'm like, wow, this girl is just taking it from everywhere. I know that it's somewhere in the whole production's contract that you must have a threesome somewhere in the season, or else I'm not gonna renew it for the next one. And they should have gave a threesome to Samuel, Guzman, and Ari. I really would have been interested in seeing how that would have turned out. And Philip kept having this rumor throughout the entire season, and I'm just thinking, what exactly is the rumor and what are they hinting at? I kept thinking that he was gay, or he was hiding it and it was going to be exposed somehow, or he was going to hook up with Patrick. But it turns out that he causes a lot of sexual assault with his partners, and he doesn't know when to say no. And we see that with Cayetana and in the limo scene. That was very disturbing to see. I'm like, Philip, let go. For a second, I really thought she wasn't going to get away. It was almost scary. She just kept giving him shot after shot after shot. And Mencia's storyline is that she doesn't have a good relationship with Benjamin, her dad, and she calls him Benjamin. And she ends up becoming kind of like a escort slash prostitute. And that's another thing too that I had a hard time focusing on, is that these children or characters are supposed to be high schoolers, and they're doing all of this. They're doing drinking, get away with murder, and fucking like rabbits 24/7. And where's the studying? I don't see them taking the test. I don't see them sitting down and opening a book besides opening their legs. But she is hooking up with what I presume to be her sugar daddy, and he pays her for sex. And I thought that was disturbing too. I didn't really put two and two together until halfway through the season, where I thought, oh, she's supposed to be a high schooler and he's 3 times her age. This is disturbing. Armando's character played his character so well, because I really thought at first, okay, we could trust you. You just seem like you just want to be nice and you're just rich or whatever. And then he ends up being a creep, and then he ends up being the person that threw Ari in the water. Well, technically the reason why she fell over, because he was like beating the shit out of her because he met up with Mencia at the edge of the lake. He just had this weird psycho obsession with Mencia that, no, you're mine and you're gonna continue being mine and I'm gonna pay you. Or what you're gonna do, you're not gonna expose me to your dad. I just love, love, love the twist, and I love that they keep us guessing on, oh, who's gonna be the person that kills Ari? But eventually through flashbacks, we see that she lives. So unlike the other season, she actually lives compared to every other opening that the person is actually dead. So I thought it was actually gonna be Guzman because that's what it looked like, right? But it looked too obvious. And I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't think so. And it can't be Samuel unless they both kill her by accident. And speaking of Guzman, he also breaks up with Nadia, who Nadia also was kind of getting on my nerves with this whole, oh, I'm studying here in New York City and you're over here at a party dressed in a towel. Okay, whose fault is that? Like, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that he should be strapped home somewhere not doing something. He could go out and have fun and you could be over there, but it depends if he's cheating now. That's a whole different story. I just think that they should have added a little bit more in-depth with the characters and their relationship and established something instead of just springing it right away and just making it their love interest. Not every new character has to be their love interest. They could just be their friends or just want to be part of the squad. It doesn't have to be anything romantical or anything physical. So with the other two new characters that are coming in season 5, because I know they announced 2 new ones, I wonder if they're gonna become their love interest to somebody, because I think Guzman and Ander are out. So is Omar still gonna be with Ander? Is he still gonna develop something with Patrick? And they just left off on a huge cliffhanger because Guzman eventually finds Armando beating the shit out of Ari, and then they start fighting and he kind of gets away, and then they end up fighting somewhere in a storage, and as Armando's trying to get away, Guzman fires a flare gun into his back and kills him. That was a shocking moment right there because now you're actually playing with murder again. They got away with Polo's murder, which by the way, Polo, Lou, nobody was mentioned, none of that. Like they were all just gone and there was no type of recollection of, oh yeah, remember our friends? They were just like, fuck you, you went to New York. Towards the very, very end, right after everybody says their goodbyes, you see that Rebecca, Samuel, and Guzman, they have the body and they throw it in the lake. And that's how it ends, with his body just floating down. And Ari's waking up and she's okay. And now we're gonna have to go into season 5 with probably the mystery is gonna be who killed Armando or what happened. But since Guzman is gone, how are they gonna pin this back on him, or how are they gonna continue this? And I wonder if they'll ever reopen the case of Polo again, since technically I thought they were gonna go somewhere with that because Cayetana, she cut herself with the piece of glass that they killed him with. And I thought that they were hinting at, okay, you have some type of evidence here with blood prints or something, but they just let that go. Overall, I really did enjoy season 4. Again, it wasn't as good as season 3 or 2 or 1, or none of it will, because those were the OGs that we all truly love. But moving forward, I want everybody to maybe have an open mind so we could hopefully get season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I love Elite. I just love this show. I love the actors. I love the storyline. I love shows like this. Love the new characters. I thought they were really well. I don't know what Philip is gonna do or if he's gonna come back, because he confessed to his sexual assault on the phone in a voice message, but it kind of just didn't go nowhere. So I'm not sure if he's gonna go to jail, if he's gonna continue with Cayetana at some point. Cayetana, bitch, you need to get your money at some point. Like, you need to get another rich man, like try to jump into that water and try to get Armando's credit card because he has the money, so, and I know you need it, so let's go. And Elite stays having the best soundtrack of the show because each season, every song that they pick for every scene, especially those steamy sex, they always choose the right song to put you in the mood. Maybe next season, not have it be so heavily promoted on just the sexual, physical side of it, and kind of sneak in there that they're going to college instead of thinking that this is high school, because then it makes it a little bit unbelievable thinking that high schoolers are doing all of this stuff and getting away with murder, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of high schoolers are out there doing that. But what do y'all think? Have y'all watched season 4? Did y'all binge watch everything? Did y'all like the new characters? I love Elite. I'm a big fan of support of the show. I want it to be a season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, to just keep going, just over and over and over, and just keep bringing in new characters like Degrassi. I think that they could have a hit show here if they play their cards right and start with the whole murder mystery thing. Just try to give us different storylines. I promise you we'll see it. And have this class graduate eventually and then bring in new students. And hopefully people will adapt to it. I think it could be a good hit series if they play it out well. But depending on how people are liking this, I'm not sure how season 5 will be or how season 6 possibly will be if season 5 is the finish of it, but hopefully not. But let me know what y'all thought about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my reviews on Drag Race Down Under, Drag Race España, and possibly Drag Race All-Star 6 when it comes out. And I also do reviews on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Bye, y'all. Mwah.